Hi folks, Piano Man Steve here. We're getting our last segment of Just the Way You Are. Sorry there was a bigger gap than I wanted between segment 3 and segment 4. Other things got in the way. You might notice I'm on a different keyboard, in a different setting. Sorry, my little sister had a baby a couple of days ago and I am in a different state. And this is a travel piano that I bought just so that I could continue to work when I'm on the road like this. So it's not my normal setup. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So here's what we're going to be looking at. Mostly this is using things that we've already learned, but I'm just going to show you kind of how the song comes out. This would start about where the saxophone solo comes in. So we've already basically learned this, because it's just like doing one of the verses. So then he comes back in and says, I don't want clever conversation, never want to work that hard, okay? And then this is where it finally gets different. Now, technically, when he comes in and says, I want you just the way you are, you could keep going like it's another verse if you want to, because there's an extended saxophone solo, okay? But I'm going to show you how to basically come out of it at that point, so that, I mean, you already have the tools you need to play on if you are in a band and you have a saxophone player. But if you're just doing it on the keyboard, when I actually string this together at the end of this segment to show you how to put the song together, I'm going to show you how to basically bypass the saxophone solo in the middle and at the end, which makes it a little bit more keyboard friendly. So there you go. Again, almost every single thing that we're going to learn is something that we've already learned in one of the other segments, but I'm just going to kind of run through it so you can synthesize it where it's at. So we've come out of the saxophone solo. And we're just back to this same old thing that we always do, be like the second half of a verse. Now when we get to this G major 7 chord, what we're going to do is strum it. When I say strum it, I just basically mean arpeggiate it. Ba-dum, ba-da-ba-bum. Really fast. Okay. I just want someone. So the G chord we strum. I just want, and then just come down on a G minor like we've played before, but this is just double G's in the bass, F, B flat, and D in the top hand. So we've gone G, B, D, F sharp, there we go, just want someone. And then we have our little maneuver. D, B flat, A, G. So. Now we go to the D, F sharp, A, D over an F sharp bass that I can talk to. And then a B minor 7, which is double B's in the bass, A, D, F sharp. So we're kind of doing these whole note things now. So it's boom, just want someone that I can talk to. And then it's D, E, F sharp, bottom bum. And then another strum over, and it's an E minor 7. So we're going to play double E's in the bass here. We're going to play G, B, D, G. It's like a G major chord over an E bass almost. Not almost, it's exactly what it is. Okay, so watch me up to that point. Just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just. Okay, now it's G chord, which is G, B flat, or excuse me, G, B natural, and D over an A bass. Want you just the way you are. Okay, now when it comes out of that and goes back into rhythm, we're on a B flat chord. Okay. Now, if you'll remember when we said, I need to know that you will always be the same old someone that I knew. Well, we'll and he goes. Okay, well, that we're going to do that again. When you come back into rhythm, I want you just the way you are. And it comes in and goes. So, what are we doing? Boom. That same old thing that we keep doing in the left hand. So, B flat, C, A, D, G, A. Okay, and in the right hand, we come and we do the B flat thing. We play F, B flat, D. And then D, and then D and F. Then F, A. And then E, G, D, F, C, E, B flat, D. So, then we're on to an A minor chord, which is when you're on the A and the bass here, and you're on a C and an E. So C and E toggle to A, back to the C, E, and then up to E and G, and then D and F sharp when you move to the D bass. See what I did there where I went toggle to A, then back to this D and F sharp, C and E, back to F sharp. So it looks like this, kind of slow. once again. Oops. And I didn't quite play that right either, but I hope you're kind of getting the gist. I'll do this one more time here. And then we're down to a G minor, and we just kind of do our normal. And then it's a G major chord over an A. So G minor, F, B flat, and D in the right end, double G's down here. Then G major over an A bass, double A's with G, B, D. Okay, so let me just get to that point a few times slow. So we're coming out of I don't want clever conversation. Okay, here's where it starts. Strum. Let me do that again. Starting on the strum, we're coming out of. Okay, so I never want to work that hard. Here we go, coming into that strum. Strum. One more time from that point, nice and slow, and then we'll look at how we turn all of these disparate parts into a song. I'm going to give myself one more crack at it because I like to play it a little better than that, but that was pretty close. At least you know it's live, right? Okay. Full speed, it's something kind of like this. Okay, so how do we turn all of this into a song? Well, like I said, what I'm going to show you here, you can just comp when the saxophone's doing its solos. And if you have a saxophone player, that's great. I'm not going to try and teach you how to play a keyboard solo over that. That's more advanced than what we try to do in these tutorials. But what I'm going to show you is what he and Elton did with this song when they would play it piano, vocal only at the beginning of their shows together. Not in '94, but in subsequent shows, they started doing this along with your song as sort of the opening salvos. And what they did was basically bypass the saxophone solo altogether. And I'm going to basically show you how to do that because it makes it a little more keyboard vocal friendly. So we start out. We're at the end of the first verse. And you can go one of two different places at this point. You can either go to the second verse, or if you want to play it the way that it was designed for its single release that ended up on some versions of the Greatest Hits album, you can go straight to the bridge. I'm going to play another verse because I like to play it in its complete form. There we go. Now we're into the bridge. here's where you would come into the saxophone solo. You come in, you go. Now, if you're gonna go ahead and play through the saxophone solo, then basically how you handle it is that you handle it like there's a full third verse, okay? So you go, I want you just the way you are. And this is the one where he holds, forever, all right, you know. So you come in. Continue on like there's another verse. If you want to bypass the saxophone solo, then you go, I want you just the way you are. And now, instead of a full third verse, you start as though you're already in the second half of the third verse. So it's right after you would have gone. Okay, so you just come in back on the D. I don't want clever conversation. And now we're on to our brum. I just want someone that I can talk to. Want you just the way you are. Now again, if you want to just keep playing like there's a saxophone solo, then you just continue on and you pretend like you've got another verse coming up. Okay? But what I like to do is at this point, if I'm doing a keyboard vocal, I just say, right to and then what I like to do is a little kind of arpeggio thing on D major 7. So D, C, or F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, A, C sharp, F sharp, and then a strum, low Ds, A, C sharp, F sharp, A. One more. And for a fact, if you want to, I don't think you can see it on the screen, but you could play that really low D down here, just on the other side there. Boom. Okay? And if you're going to play, you know, just for the sax to keep going, then you can just basically... point is, eventually you're going to have to work your way back to. So, like I say, for me, when I'm doing it just keyboard vocal, I leave the solos completely out, and just, so the way it would come off is something like, with the solo in the he'll say, I said I love you, and that's forever, and this I promise from the heart. I could not love you any better. I love you just the way you are. I don't want clever. See how I just skipped the solo and came right into I don't want clever conversation, and no, never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. And I'm not very good at singing while I do that part. Just because I haven't practiced it. I've been too lazy on it, but then I just go right to By the way, I apologize to all of you for hearing me sing like that. One, it's a little bit early in the morning. Two, I normally do this a half or a whole step down. So it was probably horrible to have to behold, but for demonstration purposes, I thought we could all grin and bear it. Okay, that's just the way you are. I look forward to the next one. Thanks for watching. Remember, it doesn't matter how quickly you learn something, it just matters how much fun you have along the way. Because if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. I'm Piano Man Steve. I'll see you on the next video, folks. Signing out. Take her easy.